wrist, man. Check the wrist, man. Got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist,
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. At around the 26-yard line.
Watch the slant! Watch the slant!
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to... Give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10. On third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on third down.
That's good. For the Seahawks. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Carson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. Now a give, right side. It's Carson, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 13. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz call and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now he's going to throw it back into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They'll run on first down. Carson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. This is first and goal from about the 8. Now it's Carson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
At the Panthers' 9-yard line.
Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Newton. Dancing to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. This is caught at the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. They go play action here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Check back 54. Line 54. I got it.
Throwing again here, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Wilson, flush to his right. That's to his running back, complete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. Newton now to throw. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 87 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, that big score all started with Cam being forced from the pocket, but when he's outside of the pocket, it doesn't really bother him.
And part of that is the word you use, big, right? He bought extra time by moving outside of the pocket, which means receivers can get downfield farther, and Cam's got more than enough arm to find him, and we end up with a big play.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. On first down, Wilson. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Partner, switching gears for a second, a really cool moment on Sunday night when Clay Matthews, former Browns linebacker, was inducted into Cleveland's Ring of Honor. And, of course, his son Clay was playing for the opposite team that night. It was a really neat moment.
Fantastic moment. And it's Clay 2 and Clay 3, correct?
Yes.
Dad is 2, son who's playing for the Rams now is 3. When he popped out there to see the rest of the family, all of them wearing the 57 jersey that Clay II wore with such distinction for Cleveland for all those years. But he played long enough. A lot of people think he played with Otto Graham. I mean, it was amazing. About nearly a 20-year career there, and just phenomenal what he got done. And even better to see his son able to pop out there and share the moment with him on such a special night. Oh, just phenomenal.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Check 52.
Cam's going to run the option right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
Step. Gun.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Check safety. 20.
On 2nd and 7, Newton flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's put that team on the clock. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go for the 40. Throwing is Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got Lockett. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a second down. Now Rashad Penny, he's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up first and 10. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Third and long, it's Newton. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 40 now on second down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. And when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Boy, the run on first down a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now Newton. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Eluded, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This throw complete, Wilson finding Lockett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And now Wilson unhappy with something he saw there as he's going to burn a timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Wilson on 1st down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trey Boston. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Newton now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 3rd down. Newton flushed out right. And this is caught. He hits more. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 40 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Wilson to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Now Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it'll bring up 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Meanwhile, here a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the result here, the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Really a great game that we just saw, Charles. Interesting ending, that's for sure.